Hello, and welcome to Community Connection. I'm your host, Tracy Christensen. At one time or another, most everyone has experienced the stress of not having enough money to make it to the next paycheck. And thousands of families constantly struggle financially. However, there are organizations set up to ease their burdens and help them achieve their goals. Circles Utah Valley is one such organization, and today Jen Nibley is here to talk with us about what they do. Thanks, Jen.
Yes.
Tell us about Circles and what your goals are and how you help.
So Circles is a national initiative, and it came to Utah 4 years ago, starting right here in Provo. And what it does is it helps individuals who are struggling living in poverty circumstances and families in those situations to move out of poverty. And also we help remove barriers that are hindering families from moving forward to economic stability.
What are some of those barriers?
It ranges from housing, low wages, transportation. Sometimes nationally they're working on cliff effects, and what that is we have the SNAP, the food stamp program, and other subsidies to help families as they're struggling to get back to economic stability. However, oftentimes if you make just a tiny bit more, you lose a large amount in assistance, and so you almost feel like you're going backwards as you're trying to progress and move your family forward.
Right. We don't want people to feel like they can't succeed and reach their goals. So there has to be rewards there. How do you measure success for the families that you work with?
We work to getting them to 200% of the federal poverty guideline, which is above $48,000 a year for a family of four. And what that's been shown nationally is that's just the basic level. You have to make at least that to be able to afford shelter, food, rent, all the basic necessities to support your families. And we know that there's a lot of individuals in our area who struggle with that, and that they just need help and assistance. And the great thing with Circles is it's highly motivated by community. We don't go into a community without the community members being engaged. There's few staff, and most of the people getting involved and helping are members of the community who want to make a difference to those families.
That's great. What do those volunteers do?
Especially the ones that probably get a lot of notice is the allies. And so what they do is they volunteer for at least a year. It's a long-term thing. They get involved with the family. It's 4 to 10 hours a month. But what they do is as the family picks a stability plan of how they want to get out of poverty and move forward, this family they become intentional friends. They're there to be cheerleaders. They help them out. They offer their advice if they have experience that could be useful. And so it could be anyone. If you're willing to be a friend and to be there as a help to these families, then we need you, because we're expanding currently right now, even in Utah Valley. So we're currently in Provo, and we're opening Orem and Spanish Fork later this year. Wow. And we also know that Clearfield and St. George just opened up in the spring. So it's starting to spread throughout Utah, and we need a lot of community involvement to make it work.
So someone hearing this can get on your website and offer to volunteer to be an ally or some other way volunteer with your organization. Remind us of your website. CirclesUSA.org is the best one to go to, because you can reach all of the sites in Utah through that website if you go to locations. And what impact have you seen the allies have with the families that you work with? Why is it effective?
Well, it just is nice when you're struggling to have people there who show that they care, that what your struggle is important to them also, that they want to help you make that difference. And the beautiful thing is we don't see just a difference in the families, we see a difference in the allies. I mean, it's one thing to hear about issues of poverty and struggles, but when you're not in it, it's easy to just not be involved. But when you know those families and they become your friends and you see how hard they are working and struggling and still running up into walls and barriers, you care. And so we see changes in the allies as much as we do the families.
That's wonderful. Thanks so much for teaching us about it today.
Yeah, thank you.
To learn more about Circles and other organizations that we feature here on Community Connection, please check our website at KBYU11.org. Thanks for being with us, and join us again next time on Community Connection.